Bachata and sensual are not the same, and the differences go way deeper than what most people think. Let's talk about it. Bachata focus. In bachata, the focus of movement is typically from the waist down. It's about footwork, it's about rhythm, it's about timing, and hip movement that come from your steps. You're grounded in the music, interpreting what you hear through your feet and hips. Basically create a very unique flavor of styles and movement. Also talking about evolution, as I explained in my previous video, I will leave an example of how the bachata have evolved from the basic steps to all those different styles in the Dominican Republic. And I want to give a huge shout out to La Diosa del Flow who provided me with this video. Have you noticed why many dancers in Dominican Republic look so different? With different and unique styles from one another, but yet they're still dancing bachata. Bachata has always had flavor and sensuality. I don't know why they call it sensual, but it stays connected to the rhythm and the floor. So calling it sensual is basically making the same statement twice. So in a typical fashion, I will show you with examples. Look at how this dancer actually move. Look at the feet movement, look at those hips. Look how we play with the feet and do all these tricks. That's pure raw bachata. That's how you are supposed to dance bachata. How we focus everything, all the flavor and all the rhythm, hips, feet, tricks. That doesn't mean that we don't do turns. That doesn't mean that we will not, showcase the female like by doing rounds and a little bit of pose. But it's not the focus of bachata. But when it comes to sensual style, the focus is a little bit, not a little bit, it's a huge difference. It's complete opposite of how we dance bachata. It's basically more the movement concentrate from your hips and up, right? Sensual is about arms, shoulders, chest movement, waves, isolations, so you may know, a lot of body rolls, and control poses. So the expression of the dance is carried through the upper body, while footwork becomes kind of like a secondary thing. And once again, I will show you the example. Let's take a look. Pay attention to how the dancer really prepare the scenario for themselves typically, or they focus too much on, making it pretty by posing, a lot of arm and chest movement or head movement in a lot of cases as well. But really do not focus too much on the hips nor the steps of what make bachata, right? So the real difference is not just steps. It's also how you dance together with your partner. Bachata is freedom, is improvisation, is musical interpretation and adaptability. While sensual is more structure, more guided by patterns and predictable flows between the partners. In bachata, two dancers can have two complete different styles and still properly dance and understand each other through the movement and by feeling the music. In sensual, often partners rely more on a shared structure, so if the styles don't match, sometimes it can break the flow. So bachata is all about freedom. It's about feeling the music in the moment, not expecting the next move. In contrast with sensual, that is more structured, often relies on rehearsed pattern where both dancers already know what's gonna come next. Another important point is that many movements in sensual can actually exist in other rhythms, like for example, souk, kizomba, tango, and other genres. But bachata is different. Bachata movement is deeply tied to the music, rhythm, and cultural foundation. So when you take it out of bachata music, those same movements do not translate well in other genres. So this video is not necessarily about bashing sensual, but actually having a better understanding and what real bachata is. And as I like to do it, I'll give an example of how that looks in comparison to each style while having different genres of music playing on the background. To make it simple, bachata is about ways down, rhythm, freedom, and musical connection and adaptability. And sensual is about ways up, a structured movement, and guided flows. Wanted to make this video so you understand what are the differences and actually why we say it's not the same. So please comment in the section below what is your favorite style and why. And also remember that if you want to learn dancing bachata, let us know. If you're in the DMV area, we have events every Thursday of the month at Sub House, Washington, D.C. So así que cuídense y hasta la próxima.